Lavandula officinalis is also called fine lavender or Lavandula angustifolia and is highly concentrated in antioxidant compounds but also in anti-inflammatory, anti-allergic and antibacterial compounds. We also know now that Lavandula officinalis is highly beneficial as a cosmetic agent. It helps soothing, healing and regenerating skin. The flowers reach their full bloom in late July, and this is when the harvest begins. My father, my grandfather and my great-grandfather already grew this precious medicinal plant. Thanks to this knowledge that is passed on from one generation to the next, I know when I look at the flowers the precise moment when everything is perfect to start harvesting. It takes a lot of expertise to understand any plant. As it is a very sensitive plant, this expertise takes even longer to be acquired. My great-grandfather, Venance Arnaud, started distilling in 1890. Lavandula officinalis is precious because it takes a great amount of flowers to produce only 1 little kilo of essential oil. You have to distill 130 kilograms of flowers to get 1 kilo of 100% pure and natural essential oil. That makes a yield of less than 1%. For example, 10 plants of lavender are needed to obtain 15 milliliters of essential oil. A field of 1 hectare, that is 10,000 square meters, will produce 25 kilograms of essential oil. 200,000 lavender flowers are needed to obtain 1 kilogram of essential oil. We harvest the flowers in the hottest hours of the day because this is when the plant expresses the greatest concentration of active principles. So it's under the blazing sun that one shall harvest, when the active principles of the plant are at their peak concentration and thus the most beneficial.
Et donc les plus bénéfiques. La lavande officinale de Haute-Provence.
The lavender of the high and dry mountains of Provence is unique among all the different species of lavender cultivated all over the world. This is the one and only lavender which is officially recognized for its medicinal virtues. That is why its Latin name is Lavandula officinalis. It contains a great concentration of extraordinary phytochemical compounds like linalool, which proves to be antioxidant, anti-inflammatory and antalgic. Another compound called linalool acetate is also a great anti-inflammatory. Lavandula officinalis essential oil contains a minimum of 50% of these fabulous protective compounds. That is why Lavandula officinalis is highly beneficial as a cosmetic agent, especially to soothe, to heal and to regenerate skin. But it is also anti-allergic and antibacterial. Its range of action is so large that it is called the Swiss knife of aromatherapy.
Qu'on l'appelle le couteau suisse de l'aromathérapie.
Lavandula officinalis is also very rare and precious, as it can only be grown in Provence from an altitude of 900 meters to 1300 meters. It is a wild and delicate flower that must be reproduced by seeding to get all the medicinal virtues. As for a grand cru of wine, the climate and the terroir are the most important things. Only 10,000 kilos of its precious essential oil are produced every year. This is why people from Provence call it the blue gold of Provence. Lavandula officinalis is so fabulous that this is the one and only plant in France to deserve the quality label AOP Lavande des Alpes de Haute-Provence, which stands for Appellation d'Origine Protégée or Protected Designation of Origin. This quality certification is administered and controlled by the French government and ensures the customers on both quality and origin of the essential oil. PDO certification is the only way for the informed consumer to have the proof that he or she buys the genuine medicinal lavender and not a counterfeit like hybrid lavender grown all over the world. I want to remind that Lavandula officinalis is the one and only type of lavender to be officially recognized as a medicinal plant. The proof is that it is part of the European Pharmacopoeia, 7th edition.
La lavande officinale est
Lavandula officinalis is also called fine lavender because its fragrance is so delicate compared to clonal or hybrid lavender. Fine lavender essential oil is still nowadays a major ingredient used by prestigious perfumers like Guerlain, Azzaro or Caron. The other botanical name of the Lavandula officinalis is Lavandula angustifolia, that means in Latin narrow leaves. I want to specify that why Lavandula officinalis is so famous in both worlds of medicine and high-end perfumery is mainly due to the fact that it's a lavender of population. Compared to hybrid or clonal lavender, Grosso, Abriel, Mayet, Mataron, that are sterile and forced by the human being to reproduce by cuttings. The Lavandula officinalis is a native plant to Provence that reproduces naturally by seeding. That is why we call it population lavender. You can see around me millions of different individuals. It explains the different colors and sizes. Just like in a human population, it is the great diversity of different individuals that brings all the benefits in terms of medicinal virtues and delicacy of perfume. Once more, be cautious. Only the PDO certified essential oil is guaranteed to be genuine population Lavandula officinalis, and only lavender of population guarantees the therapeutic properties.
toutes les propriétés thérapeutiques.